boys and girls. I am going to show you today how to step-by-step draw a rabbit. On Schoology, I posted a document that just shows you, it's like 9 different steps of how to make a bunny rabbit. But I thought I would actually record a video so you can see me draw each part of the rabbit step by step. And I will include some different features, like a different shaped nose, eyes, things like that, so that you'll have more options of how you want to create your bunny. So to get started, I would take your piece of white paper the long way, set it down in front of you, and right away you're going to need just a pencil and an eraser. So after you get your pencil and your eraser, the first thing you're going to do is start at the bottom, and you're going to make half of an oval, kind of like an arch. So starting about here, make a nice arch, and this is going to be the body of your rabbit. And then from here, you are going to move on to making a nose. The example that you see on Schoology just had a round nose, but I'm going to show you kind of a triangular nose. So instead of making really sharp points on my triangle, each corner of the triangle is going to be rounded. So there's no sharp edges. And my eyes are going to be a little bit different than the example, because I'm going to do the same arch that is the outline of my bunny rabbit, an arch, and then a straight line below each arch. Make an arch inside each eye, and then there needs to be a pupil in each eye. And if you wanted to jazz your bunny up a little bit, you could put some eyelashes on him. First, make your eyelid, 2 eyelids, and then your eyelashes. And then, of course, your bunny rabbit's going to need some whiskers. So I would do about 3 dots on each side of the nose and make some straight lines coming straight out of those dots. So make your 3 dots on each side and some whiskers. 3 straight lines out. All right, here's my happy spring bunny so far. What else do you think he needs? A mouth. From my triangular nose, I'm going to do a straight line down and then a smile. So just a curved line. Great. Now for his belly, I'm going to do the same shape I used to make the outer part of his body, that arch shape, but I'm going to make it smaller inside of his body. So it looks like the area where he'd have soft fur on his belly. Start at the bottom of your paper. Make that arch. And now his body is finished. There's one more body part we have to add, which is a key feature of a bunny rabbit, which is the ears. And to make the ears, we're just going to make some slightly curved lines. So, starting from the side of his head, make a curved line and then a curved line back down. Same thing on the other side. As long as you make the other ear about the same size as your first one, you'll do just fine. Kind of a curved line. Stop here, and then make the same curved line back down. And inside each ear, you're going to make an oval and another oval. All right, here's my bunny rabbit. So I just showed you a few other ways to make eyes and a nose. But if you know another great way to make eyes or a nose, go for it. Try it out. All right, after you get him all sketched out with pencil, you're going to now go in and start coloring him. So I made this example a little bit ago, and instead of just coloring him in all a solid color, I decided that I really wanted to make him look as much like a real rabbit as possible, or to make him look more realistic. So I thought about the texture of a rabbit. If you were outside and you saw a bunny rabbit poking out of some bushes, what would he look like? Like, could you tell by looking at him what his fuzzy fur would look like and feel like? So I did my best to create some shapes that made him look like he was nice and fuzzy. And to do that, I made a lot of shapes that look like a cloud. So you could use really any colors you wanted. I'm going to start with kind of this tannish orange color for his belly. And what you do is over the top of this line that you made for his belly, you're going to make just some wavy lines over the top. This is going to make it look like he has real fuzzy fur on him. And then inside this area, if you will just draw some clouds. You can do some darker, some lighter. You can overlap them. But fill that whole area up with those clouds. And you're going to do the same thing along the outer line of his body. Choose a color. In nature, you would probably see a rabbit that has gray fur, black, brown, or white. But since this is a springtime project, you can choose any color you want. I know a lot of people really like spring colors. I know I do. So choose a spring color if you'd like. Maybe you want to have a blue bunny rabbit or a pink rabbit. I'll do pink this time. So on top of the outermost line of my bunny, I'm going to do the same thing I did on the inside here and make rounded lines. So it's kind of like I keep jumping. Jump, 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 jump. It's okay if it's not right on top of the pencil line. You can always go back in and erase the pencil line. And then you're going to fill up his whole body area with the clouds. He's really looking fuzzy. That's exactly what we want. We want to make him look more realistic than if we just colored him in a solid color. And then, if you have a black Sharpie marker at home, you could trace over his eyes, his nose, his whiskers. I didn't have a black Sharpie with me, so I used a black crayon. That works great as well. But it just really makes his facial features pop out more. His eyes, his nose, his mouth. Those are all his facial features. They're all details of his face. When you have finished adding details and the texture to the rabbit, you can either cut around the rabbit and then glue him on a piece of paper. And I thought it would look awesome if we glued him on top of the watercolor paper that you made last week. Like this one, for example. Then I would have a spring colored background with my bunny rabbit over the top. Or if you wanted to, you could draw your rabbit on a piece of paper and then do some watercolor paints in the background. The only thing about this is you might accidentally get a little bit of paint on the inside of your bunny rabbit. But if you're okay with that, then you surely could do it this way. So happy bunny making. I will talk to you soon.